Hey kids! Once again, it's Josh, and this is the Bible, an atheist point of view, where I, the atheist, am reading from the Bible, from cover to cover, from this end to that end, one chapter at a time, one chapter per video, for the mere fact that I think it's absolutely hysterical. And my point of view is simply that. It's funny. That's all I got to say. It's very, very funny. Now, before I read the bumper music, and I turn it on like this. Alright. Now, where we left off was in Numbers chapter 5. And this one is paraphrased, the purity of the cup. There's a few pure paraphrases. Alright. Verse 1. The Lord said to Moses, "Command the Israelites to send away from the camp anyone who has an infectious skin disease or discharge of any kind." Send them to the clinic. Or is ceremonially unclean because of a dead body. It's not very specific. Because of a dead body, they're unclean. Or are they the dead body or what? Verse 3, send away male and female alike. Send them outside the camp so they will not defile their camp. Don't fuck the camp, where I dwell among them. Verse 4, the Israelites did this. They sent them outside the camp. They did just as the Lord had instructed Moses. Moses and only Moses. Restitution for wrongs, that's the next paraphrase. Verse 5, the Lord said to Moses, "Say to the Israelites, when a man or woman wrongs another in any way, and so is unfaithful to the Lord, that person is guilty and must confess the sin he has committed. He must make full restitution for his wrong, in 1/5 of it, and give it all to the person he has wronged." Gee, you think because of this paragraph is why we got people that confess to fucking Catholic priests today? You think it'll tell me why they molest boys? Well, just some of them. Verse 8, but if that person has no close relative to whom restitution can be made for the wrong, the restitution belongs to the Lord and must be given to the priest, along with the ram in which atonement is made for him. The ram! Ram it in! Verse 9, all the sacred contributions the Israelites bring to a priest will belong to him. Each man's sacred gifts are his own, but what he gives to the priest will belong to the priest. Well, hey, I guess it's good to be priest. I guess that includes the children. Alright, next paraphrase is the test for an unfaithful wife. What? A test for an unfaithful wife. Okay. Verse 11. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, if a man's wife goes astray," like she's your pet or something, "and is unfaithful to him by sleeping with another man, and this is hidden from her husband, and her impurity and is undetectable." "Since there is no witness against her and she has not been caught in yet." Exactly how could they detect it? God, has she been fucking somebody else? Verse 14, and if the feelings of jealousy come over her husband and he suspects his wife and she is impure, or if he is jealous and suspects her even though she is not impure. What? That's fucked up. God. So the husband can accuse her, so if she's guilty or not guilty, she's fucked. Verse 15, then he is to take his wife to the priest. He must also take an offering of 1/10 of an ephah of barley flour on her behalf. Okay. Honey, grab a pinch of flour. I don't know, I just think we'll need it. He must not pour oil on it or put incense on it, because it is a grain offering for jealousy, a reminder offering to draw attention to guilt. Sure it is! Draw attention to guilt. Hey, Guilt! Yo! Hey, Guilt! Over here, Guilt! Guilt! Alright, verse 16. The priest shall bring her and take her stand before the Lord. Then he shall take some holy water in a clay jar and put some dust from the tabernacle floor into the water. Fucking weird-ass rituals. Verse 18. After the priest has had the woman stand before the Lord, he shall loosen her hair and place in her hands the reminder offering. It's a post-it. A reminder offering. I wonder if that's an app now. Okay, reminder offering. The grain offering for jealousy, while he himself holds the bitter water that brings the curse. It's cursed water. Must not be Fiji. Then the priest shall put the woman under oath and say to her, if no man has slept with you, and you have gone astray and become impure while married to your husband, may this bitter water that brings a curse not harm you. What? Oh, God. Alright, so if the cursed water doesn't kill her, she didn't fuck around. But I guess if it does, then it will. What's that cursed water? Verse 20. But if you have gone astray while married to your husband and you have defiled yourself by sleeping with a man other than your husband. Verse 21. Here the priest is to put the woman under this curse of the oath. May the Lord cause your people to curse and denounce you when he causes your thigh to waste away. Your thigh? Gonna cause does it your right, your left? Doesn't specify either order, both, what? Causes your thigh to waste away and your abdomen to swell. Okay. Kind of foul, Gad, but oh well. Verse 22. This is water that brings the curse. Enter your body so that your abdomen swells and your thighs waste away. Then the woman is to say, Amen, so be it. She's all for it. Yeah, sure. Make me sick. Fuck it. Verse 23. The priest is to write these curses on a scroll and then wash them off into the bitter water. He shall have the woman drink the bitter water that brings a curse, and this water will enter her and cause bitter suffering. The priest is to take from her hands the grain offering for jealousy, wave it before the Lord. Hey guys, look! Grain offering! Like in a little bag. 3 grams, God! Fuck. Let's see, the priest is to take from her hands the grain offering for jealousy, wave it before the Lord, and bring it to the altar. The priest is then to take a handful of grain offerings as a memorial offering and burn it on the altar. After that, he is to have the woman drink the water. If she has defiled herself and been unfaithful to her husband, then when she is made to drink the water that brings the curse, it will go into her and cause bitter suffering. Her abdomen will swell and her thigh waste away. But her tits will look great. And she will become accused among her people. If, however, the woman has not defiled herself and is free from impurity, she will be cleared of guilt and will be able to have children. That still doesn't make sense to me, but why am I not surprised? Alright, verse 29. This then is the law of jealousy, when a woman goes astray and defiles herself while married to her husband, or when feelings of jealousy come over a man because he suspects his wife. The priest is to have her stand before the wife. Oh, the Lord and is applying this entire law to her. The husband will be the innocent of any wrongdoing, but the woman will bear the consequences of her sin. Isn't that fucked up? No matter what, goddamn husband is always innocent. But the woman, more than likely, you're going to be guilty. Just get used to it. It's kind of quiet, wasn't it? Well, kids, once again, this is Josh, and this has been the Bible and an atheist point of view.